100%. I listen, we all respect Nolan Arenado and the career he's had, and I'm not saying that to be a phony. We do. This is one of the all-time great third basemen. But his offense has been in decline since 2022, so the start of 23, and it's really reached extreme levels now where he's pretty much done as a hitter who can perform at an even average level, and his defense is still fine, although he's lost a step. I just can't believe that the Cardinals, the ownership, to start with the ownership, that they would actually find this to be okay to do this for 1 more year, 2 more years. I mean, it's kind of like borderline insanity, just repeating it over and over and over again. At some point, somebody's got to step up and they got to take action that would ensure that, he'll have the freedom to go shop for a team, and the Cardinals will be willing to pay whatever it takes to give him the freedom to go shop for a team. You just can't. If you're going to have a rebuild, you just can't do this.
Yeah.
And you can't hold more young players back. And I'm sorry, Matt, go ahead.
I was going over you, but here's the missed opportunity of the year, because I think we all have a pretty good understanding of who Nolan Arenado is as a player now. He's a declining player. He's a future Hall of Famer, but a declining player. What we don't know is how much of that decline could be mitigated by a guy who doesn't play as much as he played this year.
Yeah.
And when he does get injured, you get him on the injured list right away and you bring him back. You want to talk about an opportunity. This was an opportunity to say, okay, the trends for Arenado over the last 2 years are very, very clear when it comes to bat speed, when it comes to hard contact, when it comes to all this stuff. So we kind of know where he's at. So let's do something different. Let's give him a bunch of off days. Let's do what the Yankees have done with Paul Goldschmidt. Let's do that and see if you get a little bit more production out of him because of it. Maybe you don't. Honestly, Probably you don't. But maybe you do, and all of a sudden that player becomes that much more attractive to other teams. We talk about it all the time with 96 and Ozzie Smith. The best thing that happened was the fact that Tony didn't play him all that much. How much better could Nolan Arenado look as a player if he was not run into the flipping ground? And that's a missed opportunity of this year.
Yeah, and we all rest our hopes on the new man in charge, that he won't let it happen. I mean, that's the hope, right? Because that's the new sheriff in town. That's the new voice that hasn't been a part of these decisions before. That has to be our hope, that Chaim Bloom will look at these things, and instead of going based on hope, you're going to go based on evidence. We hope Arenado is going to be back. We think he's going to be back. Ooh, he trained real hard in the offseason. And this is not picking on him. This man is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's one of the greatest third basemen of all time, but Father Time is undefeated. And rather than pretending that it's not happening or hoping that some magical thing will change it, just follow what the evidence tells you.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to the Cardinals where they just basically, they know something's happening right in front of their eyes, and it's clear to everybody. And there's really no coming back from the state of offense that he is stuck in, getting worse over time. He'll be 35 next year, 36 the season after that. And to use your word, evidence, the evidence on this is 100% clear.
Yeah.
But they just keep whistling this happy song and, keep whistling this happy tune. You'll hear, if he's back next year, you'll hear every time he, let's say, goes, he has a series where he goes 4 for 10, hits a home run, couple doubles. Oh, see, he's been working. He's back. See, welcome back, Nolan Arenado, and all that stuff. And then he'll recede back into hitting, 230 with no power again. So, I mean, this is just pure madness. It's pure madness. And I don't know what the Cardinals are afraid of. That's what I want to know. What in the heck are they afraid of? Now, some people will say, well, if they would release Nolan Arenado, if it comes to that, well, that, other players around baseball are going to look at that and they're going to say, boy, that organization has no class. That organization, I don't want to go there. That organization, look at how they treated Arenado. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Whoa. Treated Arenado. If they released him, it means that he would get all the money that he's owed, right? The Cardinals are on the hook for that. And then he can go out and him and his agent and talk to all 29 teams, and he'll be a free agent. he'll still be getting paid every dime, but he can go out on his own and shop for a team and maybe find one that he really wants to be with.
Yeah.
So how is that insulting him or spitting in his face? I'm a little confused.
I don't know, but it happened to Albert Pujols. If it can happen to Albert Pujols, it can happen to literally any player.
Yeah.
Because he is what, top 10 all time, top 5 all time hitter. I mean, like, if it can happen to Albert, it can happen to any player.
I just want to know why that would be insulting to Nolan Arenado.
I don't know. Especially given the circumstances that, you have to say yes. Well, that gives you the complete choice. Here you are. You're free. You can do what you want.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting a little dramatic here, and I apologize I'm hopefully some people will be laughing, and it can be comedy for them. But it's like, who's in charge of the franchise? Is it Nolan Arenado, or is it Bill DeWitt Jr., Bill DeWitt III, Chaim Bloom, John Mozeliak, the manager? Like, who gets to call the shots about who plays and doesn't play?
Sometimes you hear about, like, this happens in basketball a lot. You hear about free agents who are getting wooed, and they walk in and they have this meeting, and the basketball ops people will have this PowerPoint presentation going through. We look at you. This is what we can do. These are the changes we can make. We can make you the best possible basketball player if you come play for us. We have a plan for you. And it can be really, really impressive when these things happen. I just wonder, is that sort of thing happening with the Cardinals? Not the free agency wooing thing, but is there somebody thinking through, this is how we make these guys the best player? Hey, you're going to play 5 days a week, 4 days a week, and you're going to be the best player. You're going to, as a pitcher, you're not going to throw a curveball anymore. You're going to throw fastballs and sliders, and you're going to be so much. I wonder and I hope it's getting better, but I don't feel like there's a lot of work going. I think there's like on-field work going on to make guys better, but from like a philosophical standpoint, I don't know if they're doing everything they can to help guys be best. Am I making sense in what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, you are.
Yeah, whether it's playing platoons or, offense or defense based on what you need. Yeah.
There's no major league contract that I'm aware of. They're all guaranteed financially, so the player wins no matter what. But there's no contract that I'm aware of, like, ever, where a player is guaranteed to start as many games as he wants, and he gets to choose, and he gets to dictate what games he'll start. And if the manager might have a different opinion, well, too bad. I mean, is this what the Cardinals have become now? We know that there's a lot of things that have just sort of gone in the wrong direction for them in terms of standard. So is this what it's going to come down to? That next year, a 35-year-old guy who can't hit anymore, he is going to tell the manager, and he is going to dictate when he is in the lineup. Is that what it is? Is this the point we're at now? Have we reached this stage?
Sure hope not. It's Bernie Miklasz, Matt Pauley, Kevin Wheeler with you here. Stick around. Redbird Rush Hour picks back up in a second here on your home for the Cards, KMOX. All right, Redbird Rush Hour picking back up on a Monday. Bernie Miklasz, Matt Pauley, Kevin Wheeler hanging out with you. Obviously, lot going on with the Cardinals. We just talked about the roster kind of permutations. And we'll see, Matt, you pointed it out earlier. Actually, was it you, Matt? Yeah, you pointed out earlier with Arenado back. We don't see Gorman in. That's the thing that's been irritating me all season long. But I get that Gorman's been struggling pretty badly lately, but still, it just kind of reinforces the point, right? That, when we're going to do what we just talked about and give in to the veteran who wants to play, well, it is going to limit runway for other guys. And it's only 2 weeks left. So I know it's not that big of a thing. It's just symbolic.
But the issues that we were talking about on March 29th are now the issues that we're talking about on September 15th.
Yeah,
that's right. And despite some of the narratives that get pushed by others in the media, not here on KMOX, seriously, not here. We don't do that. It's stuff like, well, it's a runway season, and look, they gave a really full opportunity to Gorman, and he was going good for a while. Now he's struggling again. He's relapsed, but he got a full opportunity. And I'm scratching my head because I'm like, he did. He doesn't even have right now as many plate appearances as he had last season. So what are we talking about here? Here's what I don't understand. You're in a rebuild, and you want to look at young players and give them a full chance to develop. So you'll pull the plug on a guy that is 25 years old and still has immense power potential, but you'll decide, well, he's expendable and we don't have to play him. We gave him a chance, blah, blah, blah. But you'll stick with a next year, 35-year-old third baseman who can't hit, and you'll make it sound, you'll put it all on defense, which is legit. But the standards are very puzzling at least to me. But then again, if a rebuild means you're not going to be able to play people you want to play because you're going to let veterans, say when they're going to be in the lineup, well, let's go all the way with this. Let's just tear the whole thing down. Go full rebuild and without even hesitating, because that would be better than this form of baseball lunacy. It really would, my opinion.
I'm with you, and it's just interesting that Arenado, again, I hate it because it feels like picking on him. We're not. This is not about him. He's trying hard. He's working his ass off. He has been a great player, and he has said all the right things throughout all of this stuff. But it gets to the point where you're talking about the younger player still to this point. Even with Arenado missing how many games? 30-something games? He still has more plate appearances on the year than Gorman does. And he's underperformed Gorman.
That's exactly.
So as much as Gorman has struggled, he has still outperformed Victor Scott II, who, by the way, also has about 50, 60 more at-bats registered to him, and more, and same thing for other guys. So that's the confusing part. I know it's hard, and this was part of this. I know this is Monday Morning Quarterback. I'm sorry, guys, to do that, but I'm curious what your take is. This is why I didn't like the approach last offseason of Arenado or bust. Like, that's the only change we're going to make. And if it doesn't happen, well, we have all the same guys. There should have been other things done last offseason, too. If Arenado wasn't going to get moved, something else should have happened.
I agree. I keep looking at the numbers, and I get it. Gorman has not been good here recently. And if they find creative ways to get him into the lineup here over the next 2 weeks, this conversation is all kind of, it doesn't matter. But since June 1st, of players who are on the roster, Gorman's got the fourth best OPS. It goes Contreras, Burleson, Herrera, Gorman. And that's the guy that you're pulling out right now, even with his struggles recently. I think that goes against what this season was supposed to be. At the same time, Arenado is on the roster, so it's not like, I think what bothers me the most about this is just it seems like it's just going to be Arenado every single day, and you're taking what Gorman has done since June 1st and almost saying it doesn't matter.
A little bit. Cole Bassett's left foot has joined us. And by the way, Cole, I'm not going to pick on you. We love you. You're here all the time. Yeah. But he says Arenado's glove is still elite. It's not. It's still good. It's still really good, but it's not what it was. And you guys can look under any measure. He didn't win the Gold Glove last year for a reason. And it's not that he's, again, he's not bad. He's still good. He's just not what he was. But leadership and intensity haven't mattered at all this year. What's it mattered? Yeah. It hasn't helped anyone else. Yeah. They're still under 500. I get the point. Yep. And then we got another one from Henry who's kind of saying the same thing, saying the thought of gutting the clubhouse and removing such a key pillar of the team. Gutting what? I mean, like the guys that would be still here are the ones that are going to play more. You think they're going to be gutted by getting to play more?
See, this is what I'm talking about, these narratives that form and people push them. And by the way, I really like and appreciate Henry Wells.
Yes, absolutely.
I do. And Cole Bassett's left foot. Absolutely. But this is kind of what I'm talking about. First of all, how is he a pillar in the clubhouse? I mean, I'm not saying he's bad in the clubhouse, but one of the things the Cardinals need to do is cultivate new leadership. That's kind of hard to do when you have a future Hall of Famer who is going to determine when he's going to play, and at the expense of maybe younger teammates in a rebuild, mind you. So how is that being a pillar? I mean, again, you all have to understand something about me, and maybe you're tired of me hearing it, but I grew up in a town where Earl Weaver benched Brooks Robinson and said, Brooks, I hate myself as a person, but I can't play you anymore. I just can't play you anymore. We've got this Doug DeCinces. He's a really good third baseman. He's ready. I can't play you anymore. I hope you forgive me. So if Earl Weaver can bench Brooks Robinson, I'm not sure why the fans, the people around the team, just like, this is some kind of third rail. You can't possibly touch this. Oh, you can't go anywhere near that. Tony La Russa turned Ozzie Smith into a timeshare player with Royce Clayton. And you know why he did it? Because Ozzie was old the year before. He was hurt all the time. And La Russa brilliantly said, if we can keep him fresh, we will get a good year out of him, but we have to keep him fresh. And that's exactly what happened. I don't know why the Arenado thing is like untouchable.
Yeah.
What? I don't get it. But anyway,
I'm with you.
That's just me.
That's Bernie Miklasz. Matt Pauley's at the ballpark. He's got you covered for pregame coming up at 5:50. We'll be wrapping up at 5:45. Stick around right after the news. We got a little more Redbird Rush Hour for you here on KMOX.
Wake up informed. Wake up empowered. Wake up to Total Information AM, your morning must.
Hi, this is Debbie Monterey. I'm Megan Lynch.
This is Tom Ackerman.
From local news to breaking headlines to weather, traffic, and the stories that matter most, we've got you covered before your first sip of coffee. Expert analysis, bright perspectives from the people you trust. Total Information AM, your day starts here. Mornings beginning at 5 on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Do you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is letting everyone know about great debt relief options now available to help people with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of your credit card debt. Get a free debt relief consultation when you call 800-201-7676, 800-201-7676, 800-201-7676.
Your home equity could vanish almost overnight, stolen by scammers who forge a deed and transfer it out of your name. The FBI calls it house stealing, and the worst part is you may not know it until it's too late. Find out if you're already a victim now at HomeTitleLock.com. Use promo code RADIO for a 30-day free trial, a title scan, and access to a title specialist, a $250 value. Go to HomeTitleLock.com now. Promo code RADIO.
This is Kyle Bush with Crinch Financial Group. For over 6 decades, we've helped St. Louis families and businesses plan with purpose and live with confidence. Life changes, divorce, loss of a loved one, or an inheritance. It can be overwhelming. We provide the resources, long-standing support, and thoughtful guidance you need to plan ahead. With our help and experience, you don't have to navigate these transitions alone. You can move forward with greater clarity and confidence. Your goals, our mission. Start today at kfgadvisors.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA/SIPC. Prince Financial Group is not a broker-dealer.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-908-8646 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-908-8646. That's 800-908-8646. What do you have to lose? Call 800-908-8646. Again, 800-908-8646.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
It's Tom Ackerman for Ophthalmology Associates, the doctor's doctors, 314-966-5000 or online at youridoc.com.
Is your home, business, or church looking tired, chalky, or in need of curb appeal? Go Rhino. Tired of painting year after year? Go Rhino. Our unique 3M ceramic technology is perfect for brick, stucco, aluminum, steel, color lock masonite, and more. It's backed by our 25-year transferable warranty to not chip, crack, or peel. Great if you're staying, and even better if you're selling. Our ceramic coating allows you to maintain all of your architectural features. The decision to do vinyl will leave your home looking like a plastic moldy box. With Rhino Shield, in 15 years, your home will still have that, wow, it looks like you just got it painted. We've done large condo complexes, parking garages, pole barns, and commercial strip malls. We coat sloped and flat roofs to extend their lives too. Evaluations are free. 877-25-RHINO or 877-25rhino.com. See what we did there? Genius. Tell them, ladies.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Huge savings on Dell AI PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors are here, and they're newly designed to help you do more faster. They can generate code, edit images, multitask without lag, draft emails, summarize documents, create live translations, and even extend your battery life. That's the power of Dell AI with Intel Inside. Upgrade today by visiting Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Retiring soon? Get the information you need by joining Kyle Jones and Matt Allgaier of Fire Capital Management for your retirement highway, Sunday mornings at 9:30. Investment advisory services made available through Pine Ridge Advisors, LLC, registered investment advisor. Securities made available through AE Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/try and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/try. openphone.com/TRY.
Serving the Metro East region with excellence, Anderson Hospital is proud to be named one of Newsweek's World's Best Hospitals for 2025. Experience world-class care close to home. AndersonHospital.org.
This is the Redbird Rush Hour on 104.1 KMOX.
All right, you got Bernie Miklasz, Matt Pauley, Kevin Wheeler with you here on a Monday. We're going to be wrapping up here soon. We're out at 5:45. Pregame is at 5:50 today. That'll be Matt Pauley taking care of business there. And, of course, he's got postgame for you tonight. Game time tonight, 6:45 for the Cardinals and the Reds. It's game one of this three-game series, the first game of the last homestand of the year. And tonight, Matthew Liberatore on the mound against Zach Littell. We got a little bit more to cover before we do anything else, though. Let's get one more hit of traffic. So if you're coming down for the ball game, we'll keep you updated with Captain Roger Brand.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
All right, we got about 4 minutes before we wrap it up here, fellas, and I was going to push on to some football, but we can't do that in 4 minutes, so we'll save that for another day, and we'll do a lot more of that coming up on Friday as well. And I just want to point out a quick thing, like, you know, one of the guys that at the very least has gotten the runway, and we've gotten almost all the way through it now, is Matthew Liberatore, the starter for tonight. It's been bumpy, especially in the second half. But do you guys agree? At least we see that, hey, all right, it's a major league starter. We just don't know yet whether you're a bottom of the rotation or a middle or something else.
Matt?
Yeah, I do. Right now we're at a point with him where we really don't know if his velo is going to hold. His last start, I think it dropped around 55, 60 pitches. All of a sudden he was topping out at 92. So there's a lot of question marks right now about Liberatore for right now, but I think the question marks for him long-term, I have a lot less. I think just get him through the end of the season, and I feel very good about who he's going to be at the start of next season.
Yeah, just to echo your point, but to add one other thing, I got to believe there is a really smart off-season training program that will be built specifically for something like this. And, he's got so much great potential. He's a highly competitive guy. He's really, really smart. So listen, baseball history is, especially now, I mean, how many young pitchers that first full season of starting just hit that proverbial wall, and they just have to find a way to, you know, build up the endurance and push through it, like you said. And Liberatore is certainly a pretty good candidate to be able to pull that off. Yeah. I think.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's got the pitch ability, and I think that it's important for us, and this is what complicates it for a lot of us that are seeing Liberatore. We've seen him for several years, so we don't think of it as new. But this is new. 30 major league starts it's first time, and he hasn't really worked as a full-time starter, even counting majors and minors combined, for 3 years. So yeah, it is much more like a rookie than a guy that you've seen before.
Yeah, totally. And I have hopes for him. And again, given the state of the team and where it's headed in this rebuild led by Chaim Bloom, Liberatore's the ideal guy that you want to give that full opportunity to, and not just for one season, because he's still young.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see if he can build off the good stuff that he did this year. Just hold his stamina better.
Yeah, and I think, Matt, the hard part here is going to be figuring out. I know they mentioned this past offseason. In fact, I think Mo said it. He did. So Mo said it to me in spring training right before they named Liberatore a member of the rotation, that this past offseason, he finally, and I'm paraphrasing, but kind of figured out what it would take to get his body in position to be a major league starter. And there's always progression in that too, right? You don't stop learning how to pitch, and you don't stop learning how to take care of yourself. How many years have we seen even veteran players find a new routine, and all of a sudden, they're able to be stronger deeper into a season?
It's a huge part of this game, and everybody is different. Not everybody, but everybody is different.
Right.
And figuring out what you need to do in the offseason to make sure that you can have your intensity level as high as it can possibly go without crossing that line where it actually hurts you. That's what every player tries to figure out. And you only get one off season for every year. So if it doesn't work, you have to wait through another season to try again.
Yeah. It'll be interesting too to see with we only have a minute, so it can't get too deep, but to see if the new voices maybe tweak the pitch mix a little bit, maybe, build a little bit more lower body strength, which can help you maintain velocity, things along those lines. It'll be fun to track. I mean, this is why I agree with what you said right out of the gate, Bernie. The offseason is going to be the interesting part.
And Tampa Bay, and that's in, Chaim Bloom's DNA, they have an incredibly wondrous history of being able to fix pitchers by, as you said, fine-tuning their pitch mix.
Yeah.
And getting them to throw stuff they're not throwing enough, or to get him to stop throwing stuff they're throwing too much.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good at that. It sounds easy, but it's not as easy as it seems, and they're really good at it.
Boys, that's going to wrap it up. Bernie, good stuff, buddy. We'll talk to you again later on in the week. Matt, have fun tonight with the pre and the post game. We'll talk again tomorrow. That's going to do it for the Redbird Rush Hour. Cardinals coming up 5:50 pregame, 6:45 first pitch here on KMOX.
You're listening to